Hey guys, it's me Tatiana and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I recorded a video, but we're gonna skip straight to the chase, and it is the review on the MacBook Pro 2020, and I will be also weighing out the pros and cons as well as extra tips for customizing your laptop and etc. I went on Saturday, was it on Saturday that I went to Apple and I finally purchased my laptop. I actually originally tried to purchase this computer as soon as it came out in May, but my computer got stolen on its way to my house. It's a long story, so as a disclaimer, I can definitely make a video for it and talk about it, but let's get straight to the product that I got here. Here is the bag. Nothing new, nothing exciting. It's just the freaking bag. Here is the box for my MacBook. One thing I realized, no funny, is that the boxes from Apple typically last longer than its products. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I still have the box for my iPhone 5 and 6. And I don't know where the iPhone 5 and 6 is at. When I went to purchase my Mac on Saturday as well, Apple was doing this deal that you got free AirPods for every time that you purchase a computer, I guess. And I got free AirPods, so I'm very excited. It was kind of a coincidence because my left AirPod kind of stopped working from my older pair. And here is my MacBook Pro 2020. Pros. I think that it's pretty light. People were like forcing me to get a MacBook Air. I do have a DSLR camera, so I need like a good processor, and I believe that the Pro has it, but people were trying to make me purchase the Air. Oh, other than that, it's pretty slippery, so if you have like slippery hands and a trash grip, I would definitely suggest you getting a case. I think that is a mandatory and a necessity at this point, because you wouldn't want to scratch your $1,300 computer or drop it. One of my cons is the fact that Apple took pretty much all the ports out of the computer. It only has 2 specific ports, and it forces you to buy cables to extend it to other devices that you have. Other than that, I do think the computer is pretty fine. I just think they're really scamming with the entire port stuff and whatever. The first one that I actually purchased was the USB-C to SD card reader. You basically gonna take this and plug it in here, and boom, I put my SD card in, and boom, that's why you're watching this video right now. This is my laptop over here. What I like so far is that this entire like screen over here, like this entire piece over here, is technically a screen, and it looks like your typical MacBook. It also has Touch ID, so I can unlock my computer, whoa, with just my finger. It's pretty lightweight. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you, because typically a lot of people always complain that the Pros were just a lot more heavier than the Airs, and I'm like, this is as light as an Air. I'm actually gonna open my computer and I'm gonna show you guys my desktop and stuff so you guys can see, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just anxious and antsy to see what the Mac really look like. Actually, before I open my computer and I show you guys stuff inside of it, I really wanted to introduce you guys to the charger of this computer. So as you can see, it's pretty regular looking like the other MacBook chargers, but it's not as similar. Do you see this port? It's not as big. Typically, I like to take my iPhone charger and plug it into a bigger box, because that means more fasting charge. But I finally opened my desktop. As you can clearly see, it looks pretty basic, nothing new. Alright, so let's go on to the Apple, and I'm gonna teach you how I got my accent, which is like this pink area, to be pink. And I'm gonna go on System Preferences. I'm gonna go on General, and as you can see over here, you can pick it to be either light. Dark mode is life, and if you get light mode, you honestly have a lot of issues, and I don't even want to speak on that. So let's just move on to the next step. And my accent color, you change it over here. So I honestly have pink because pink speaks to me, but you're able to pick whichever color you want, obviously. And the highlight color goes the same thing. You can be very unique and switch the colors so it won't coordinate, but I have extreme OCD, so I gotta keep it coordinated. And also down here, you can pick whichever you want as your web browser. You can either pick Safari or Google Chrome, but if you don't have Google Chrome, you're honestly very outdated, because who the hell still uses Safari? But anyways, let's go back. We're gonna go on Desktop and Screensaver. On my desktop, I have this very basic color of rose gold because nothing else spoke to me. But if you want to be very unique and you want to switch like to super unique colors, you can make your own custom color over here, or you can pick these extremely basic pictures and also put it as your desktop. Let's just stick to colors and keep it pushing. So for screensaver, I have shifting tiles. I airdropped my pictures onto my new folder and I labeled it as desktop pics over here, and I picked the same exact pictures to be going on this exact like tiles. So obviously over here they asked from where you want it. I obviously said this one. And hot corners is basically this, which is putting your mouse up there and automatically having something pop up. So you're gonna go on mission control and you're gonna press hot corners, and basically my hot corner, as you saw, is the launch pad, but I have the launch pad, screensaver, and also the desktop. I honestly don't have a fourth one that I can think of, so I just left it as that. You can always add it over here and then press OK, or whichever you want. And I'm gonna show you real quick my hot corners. So if you do this, it's launchpad. If you do this, my screensaver pops up and it's loading the photos, and it's basically people that mean a lot to me and my family and my boyfriend. So if you go over here, it takes the desktop, but I'm also gonna press over here, and that is basically the hot corner stuff. So for keyboards, if you wanna customize control strip, aka you can press customize control strip, and basically once you have your computer, you can basically drag this onto the control strip. You'll see it once you have it. And basically I have the do not disturb because it's so essential, because after a certain time I just don't want people bothering me. So, and then you can press done. Let me go back real quick. And trackpad, lastly, I think trackpad is so important because me going from a shitty PC computer with a very accessible mouse to a complex mouse like Mac is a big jump for me. So I had to come to the settings and customize it. So since I'm not used to whichever click you guys typically use on Mac, I have the secondary click as a right click for me, because that's just the only way I learned how to use a computer my entire life. I don't know if other people have. So I have it as that, and I also have one tap to click because it's just a lot more clutch. And also for me to scroll up and down, I have it with 2 fingers at the same time because it's just how I learned how to use a computer. Typically when you get a MacBook, your clicks are going to be very delayed. So I would definitely suggest for you to put it into firm so it could be a lot more faster for you to click onto an item. And the tracking speed, I have it in the middle because you don't want your mouse to be super delayed and you want to mess up your mouse trying to get it to be fast. But you also don't want it to be too fast because it might make you click something that you don't want to click. So you don't want to make it too sensitive, you know what I mean? So that was the end of my super little quick tutorial on how to customize. It was pretty basic. If you know it, good, and if you don't, then you just learned something new today. Pros and cons kind of evened out. 2 issues that I had was that when I first got this computer and I got it out of the box for the first day, honestly pretty hot. I'm not quite sure whether it was because it was on my lap. I don't think computers are supposed to be that hot on the first day, but I gave it an update. It stopped getting as hot. The battery was draining very fast. So I was kind of concerned whether I should go back to Apple and return the computer, but I gave it a new update on the Catalina and it definitely fixed the battery. It's not dying as fast now. And that's pretty much the end of my video. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you fuck with it real hard, leave a comment. And if you really fuck with me real hard, then subscribe to my channel. And I'll see y'all on my next video, guys. Peace.